Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be doing a very different video that I've been wanting to do. So many of you may have seen this on Instagram from the username Slime Bananas. And what she did was she took a certain sponge, and it is the Scrub Daddy sponge, and she pretty much put slime over the top and turned it into like a really cool slime sponge thing. I don't know. It was just a really thing that was super popular on Instagram. So credits to her. I'm going to show the video right here. So anyways, I decided that why do you need this certain sponge? Like, this was $3.70. Like, that's kind of a lot to make a slime with this extra crunch in it. So I thought, what is the difference between a $4 sponge versus a 50-cent sponge? So this is just a regular sponge. They're both sponges. They both do the same thing. So we're going to put that to the test today and see if cheap versus expensive. What is better? So before you get started, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe down below if you're not already, and comment down below for any requests. And don't forget to hit that bell button so you know when I post. So let's get on with the video. Alright, so we are going to start with the Scrub Daddy sponge first. And the supplies you are going to need are the sponge and then some clear slime. I've let this sit for about a week now. So most of you probably know how to make regular clear slime, clear glue, activator, you know, just the stuff. So anyways, we are going to start with this first. Alright, so I have out the sponge, and it's already pretty crunchy and stuff, so I'm actually really excited to try this. So what you're gonna have to do is just take your clear slime, take some of it out, put it over the top of the sponge front and back, and then just start playing with it. So we're gonna go do that. Here I have a bit of the slime, and I'm just going to layer it over the sponge like so you can see, and just leave it on there and wait a little bit for it to absorb. Alright, so now I've added half of my slime and it's looking pretty good. Listen to that. That is so cool. It's very satisfying because it's a big sponge and I can just squish it and make it look kind of like slime, and then it comes back into a smiley face. Like, that's pretty cool. So after playing with this, it is pretty awesome. It is very crunchy. It feels amazing. So I have to admit, this is gonna be hard to beat because it's just so crunchy and it's cool. But we are going to now we sponge. It is just a regular sponge, and we're gonna see if this is better than the Scrub Daddy sponge. So I'm gonna take the rest of my clear slime, and I'm just going to do the same thing I did before, just evenly distribute it across the sponge. And a little tip, it's kind of hard to put it on at first, just because I made this slime a little bit stickier, but yeah. And then I'm just going to fold it together to stretch it out, and I'm going to just put some more slime on the other side, and we're going to see what happens with this sponge. And I will admit, it is pretty cool feeling, actually. Like, I was kind of shocked. I thought that it really wasn't going to work, but I put on enough that it feels it's a lot softer on my hands. Like, it's not as rough. I mean, I still get pretty good pops in it, so I'm gonna give you guys a little ASMR up close with it, but I'm pretty impressed. Like, this was better than I expected, so I don't know. It's gonna be a tough decision if which one I think is better. So doing the pros and cons of each sponge slime. So I'm first going to start with the pros on this sponge. So one, it is really cute, guys. I mean, who doesn't love a smiley face? I like the color, how vibrant it is. The texture is pretty cool. It makes a nice crunch, and I like how it just kind of, like, you can squeeze it really tight and like morph it around, and it's just really cool. But the cons are that it is a little rough on my hands, which I don't really like, and I feel like you don't get as loud of like a pop, because like there's not, like with this sponge, there's holes in it that makes like slime from one end come bubbling out of the other, which I think is super cool. But overall, this is really cool. Pros and cons of the 50-cent sponge. I'm very impressed with this sponge, because it is nice. The pros are that it is nice on my hands. It is very nice. Like, it's soft and squishy. I feel like you can put more slime in this to make it even bigger. And I like how, I don't know if you can see up close, but when you pop it, bubbles come. Like, bubbles appear on the top, which is why, because there's so many holes in it, which I think is super cool. And I also love the color and that you can change around with different color sponges. The cons are that it is a little, it's ugly. Like, I mean, I know it doesn't matter, but it's kind of weird that you're squishing a sponge that looks like this compared to this. But I mean, otherwise it's pretty cool. Little bit sticky. Like, the slime doesn't really absorb into the sponge as much, so it's a lot more on the surface, so you feel like you're playing with regular slime, which is okay. But yeah, so this is a very tough decision which one I think I like better, because they're both pretty amazing, but I think it comes down to which one I would rather sit and squish. The one that I think is better, and they're both very amazing, like, I love them both, but personally I think the winner is going to be the regular sponge. I know that sounds crazy, because like a 50-cent sponge, guys, versus like a $4 sponge, but for some reason I played with this one more. I like that the bubbles come out. I feel like you get more of that slime pop from it. I just think it's better overall, and it's cheap. 50 cents for this sponge. Like, talk about nice. And you can change them into many different colors: pink, yellow, teal, green, like all those colors, instead of just sticking to a smiley face that's yellow. So yeah, so save your buck, guys. Go for this. I still am in love with this. Like, I still think it's very cool, but I just, in the end, I feel like, you know, save your buck. Why not? I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video, and if you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe on the screen or down below if you aren't already, and comment down below for any requests. And let me know if you enjoyed this comparison video of two slimes, if you want me to make this a series, cheap versus expensive, and see what's better. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!